Hello and welcome to the Watches TV. We are at the SIHH 2015 in front of the Vacheron Constantin booth, and here are the new products. I am here with Mr. Christian Selmoni, Artistic Director at Vacheron Constantin, to speak about the novelties of 2015. So, Christian, you told me that this year is an important one because a new collection is coming at Vacheron Constantin.
Yes, hello, thank you for coming. Yes, of course, it's a very important year for Vacheron Constantin, as we are going to celebrate our 260 years of existence. And to celebrate this very special year, we are going to present a brand new collection, which name is Harmony. We are going to present all the 7 new models as limited editions, meaning that for this year we will have dedicated features that are specific to this anniversary. In particular, I would like to point out on the fact that all the watches, all the movements, they will have a bridge which will be hand engraved, and the engraved pattern is exactly the same as in the first watch made by Jean-Marc Vacheron. So it will be on bridges on the chronograph, and it will be also engraved on the rotor of the self-winding models. So this is really something which is a little nod for this commemorative year. And the design of the engraving is a traditional one also, because you told me that it is a Florizan, right? Yes, it's a Florizan pattern, and this very particular pattern is exactly the same as on the balance cock of the first watch of Jean-Marc Vacheron. So it's creating a link between 2015 and 1755. For this new collection, you invented a new case, a very special one. Can you present it, please? Yes, certainly. First of all, I'd like to say that in all the core collection or the core business lines of Vacheron Constantin are identified with a distinctive shape, such as a round for patrimony, or barrel shape or tonneau shaped for malt. And for Harmony, it's a cushion-shaped collection. And this design takes its roots in a very beautiful chronograph, single button from 1928. So that's the origin of this cushion-shaped collection. So this new Harmony line is also a line that welcomes a lot of new calibers, and maybe we can start with the chronograph. So it's a complication that has been was expected by clients and collectors of the brand since quite many years, and we are coming not with only one single chronograph, but 3 new brand new in-house chronographs that we are showcasing within the Harmony collection. And we have one record breaker, which is a split seconds chronograph, self-winding, which is the thinnest today on the market, with only 5.20 millimeter thick. Well, so now we have under our eyes the whole collection almost, and the first one is another chronograph, this time with a tourbillon, so maybe you can introduce it too. Yes, so besides the split second chronograph, which is here to measure short times and sequences, so we have a precision chronograph, the time for precision, which is a tourbillon. So we have added the tourbillon at 12 o'clock on the single pusher chronograph, so that this is a very nice combination of 2 complications, so chronograph and tourbillon, manual winding. So it's going to be a limited edition of 26 pieces, which will be all in platinum. So there is another chronograph also, this time without the tourbillon. Can you introduce it maybe? Yes, absolutely. So besides the tourbillon chronograph caliber 3300, we have another new movement, which is caliber 3200. And this is also a single button chronograph with a pulsometer scale. So time for measuring the pulsation of the heart. So this particular piece, I would say, is the one which is the most linked with the chronograph from 1928, meaning that we have the design codes in the watch face, for example, the Arabic numerals and the pulsometer, which are really directly inspired, together with the hands, from the original model. Right, but chronographs are not only for men, they're also for women. So in the Harmony new line, you have women. You are right. So it's something which was also very important for us. As we see, we have more and more
ladies who are clients of our brand, and they are looking more and more for high horlogerie, complicated watches as well. And so it was for us very legitimate and a good moment to present our first chronograph for ladies. So it's again, it's a manual winding chronograph. It's a movement that we have in our collection since many years now, and this is a new iteration of this caliber. So the frequency has been added to 3 Hz for more precise functions, and this is a Geneva hallmark version of the movement that we are using until now. So it's something of like in the other movements that we are presenting, something which is at the highest level of quality.
This was for the chronographs, and actually the Harmony line has another complication, which is the GMT, or second time zone. Yes. You have feminine models, you have masculine models. Which one do you want to introduce first?
I think we will continue with ladies' watches. So like you are mentioning, Harmony is a collection in which we have 2 complications, the chronograph in many different iterations, but also the dual time. And so again, this is a brand new movement that we are going to present in 3 models, 2 models for men and 1 model for ladies. And the ladies model is a 37mm diameter case, such as in the chronograph for ladies. And we have the same movement in both the gents model and ladies model. This is a movement in which we have a second time zone, which is can be read in a sub-dial with 2 independent hands, exactly like a second little dial. And we have a day and night indicator, and all the functions are corrected through the crown. So it's a very, very nice to use movement. And ladies model will be available in white gold set with diamonds. And we are going to present also the gents models in rose gold and white gold, so 2 versions for men.
So the Harmony collection is really the main focus of this fair, but it's not the only focus. You have all the novelties too, that underline the ability of Vacheron Constantin to work with métier d'art. So can you introduce the 2 novelties that
Yes, with pleasure. This year at the SIHH we are going to put a spotlight on hand engraving through a very spectacular creation. This is a métier d'art mécanique gravé. So in a nutshell, this is a collection of 2 models. Both movements are existing movements in the range of Vacheron Constantin in-house movements. One is the manual winding 4400 movement, and the second one is the 14 days power reserve tourbillon caliber 2260. Both of them have been totally engraved, meaning plate and bridges, with a floral decoration by hand, and to really give a total different atmosphere to this movement. So that's a huge work of hand engraving on very tiny surfaces. And as you can imagine, some components on the bridges are very thin, and it's really very delicate to engrave such components, because you really have not to break the surface of the components. You really have to be very precise. And once the full engraving work has been made, meaning that we are not counting in hours, but we are counting in weeks of work. Then
so how many weeks it is?
So it is at least 2 weeks of dedicated to engrave only 1 movement. So that's a huge work in terms of hand engraving. And there is something very special with these watches. It's a very special finishing that we have on the engraved surface, which gives a very special character to the watches.